He was a lonely, introverted boy who loved reading more than playing with other children. Born in Pretoria, South Africa, Elon Musk grew up in a household with a difficult father and a distant mother. He was bullied relentlessly in school, sometimes to the point of physical harm, leaving him feeling isolated and powerless. From a very young age, he displayed an insatiable curiosity for technology, spending hours teaching himself computer programming and building small projects. Despite his intelligence, he was often misunderstood, and classmates dismissed his ambitions as dreams too big for a boy from a troubled household. Elon's early life was marked by tension and hardship. His parents' divorce and strained family dynamics left him to navigate emotional turbulence alone. Money was never abundant, and he witnessed firsthand the consequences of struggling to make ends meet in a society that often rewarded conformity over innovation. Many people doubted his potential. Teachers labeled him eccentric, and his early entrepreneurial attempts, like selling a homemade video game at age 12, were small victories that hinted at potential but earned little recognition. As he approached adolescence, Elon felt the weight of the world pressing against him. The world seemed designed to discourage dreamers like him, and he often questioned whether his aspirations were foolish. Yet, even in these darkest moments, there was a spark, an unshakable determination to do something extraordinary, something that would leave a mark on humanity. He dreamed of technology that could change the way humans lived, but at this stage, his resources, connections, and support were almost non-existent. By the time he emigrated to Canada and later to the United States, Elon carried not just his belongings, but a burden of self-doubt, societal rejection, and the pressure to succeed. His struggle was not only financial, but emotional, intellectual, and deeply personal. Every obstacle seemed insurmountable, yet he refused to abandon his vision. It was a vision fueled by curiosity, resilience, and the rare willingness to take risks others would never dare. Little did anyone know, the boy who was bullied and underestimated would soon find an opportunity that could redefine his life. But first, he had to face the pivotal moments that would either crush him or launch him into a path toward greatness. His journey from struggle to potential billion-dollar success was about to begin, and nothing would ever be the same. Elon Musk arrived in North America with almost nothing. He had a few dollars in his pocket, a burning ambition, and the audacity to believe he could make a difference. The early 1990s were unforgiving. Universities were challenging, living expenses were high, and opportunities for an immigrant with limited resources were scarce. Many would have given up, but Elon saw failure not as defeat, but as a lesson. He had already endured so much, and quitting was simply not an option. His first breakthrough came in 1995 when he co-founded Zip2, a software company that provided business directories and maps for newspapers. The early days were brutal. Investors were skeptical, competition was fierce, and Elon worked 100-hour weeks, coding, managing, and strategizing without pause. He lived in tiny apartments, often sleeping on the office floor, subsisting on minimal meals. Every rejection, every doubt cast by potential backers only strengthened his resolve. What set Elon apart was a combination of vision, intellect, and unrelenting perseverance. While others focused on immediate profit or comfort, he looked years ahead. He imagined a future where technology could reshape industries from banking to energy, and eventually space exploration. His first small victories, like securing the initial funding for Zip2, gave him confidence, but also taught him that progress required relentless focus and an ability to survive the toughest criticism. During this phase, failure was frequent and public. The company struggled to gain traction, and Elon's bold ideas were often dismissed. Friends and colleagues warned him that he was risking everything on ambitions too large for someone of his background. Yet he refused to compromise on his vision. The mindset that would define his career crystallized: relentless pursuit of impact over comfort and the courage to challenge the status quo. By the time Compaq acquired Zip2 for nearly $307 million in 1999, Elon had transformed from a struggling immigrant to a recognized tech entrepreneur. But this was not the destination, it was only the beginning. His dreams were far bigger, and the challenges ahead would test him in ways no early victory could prepare him for. After the sale of Zip2, Elon Musk invested much of his new wealth into ventures that many considered reckless. In 1999, he founded X.com, an online payment company that would later become PayPal. From the beginning, obstacles were relentless. The tech bubble had burst, investors were cautious, and internal conflicts threatened to derail his vision. Elon worked tirelessly, sometimes sleeping on office couches, navigating intense stress, and facing repeated boardroom battles. Yet, his focus never wavered. Elon's approach to building his empire was defined by audacious goals and unorthodox strategies. While others aimed for small wins, he aimed for industry-changing innovations. PayPal's ultimate success came not from incremental adjustments, but from bold decisions, embracing digital payments, taking risks competitors avoided, and enduring enormous pressure without yielding to fear. By 2002, PayPal was acquired by eBay for $1.5 billion, securing Elon's status as a billionaire. But he was far from satisfied. Next came the ventures that would define him: SpaceX and Tesla. The early days were filled with uncertainty. Rockets exploded, car prototypes failed, and critics were relentless. Elon invested his fortune, sometimes risking everything, including his personal finances and reputation. His personal life also suffered: long hours, relentless stress, and sacrifices that few understood. Yet every failure became a lesson, and each setback only sharpened his strategies. Throughout this building phase, Elon surrounded himself with a small circle of believers who shared his vision, while ignoring the doubters who called him reckless. The path was grueling. Multiple bankruptcies loomed, and he faced personal and professional crises simultaneously. Yet he persevered, driven by a singular conviction: to create sustainable energy solutions, revolutionize transportation, and make humans multiplanetary. By the end of this phase, the foundation of Elon Musk's empire was laid. The stage was set for a breakthrough that would not just validate his vision, but transform entire industries. His resilience had been tested repeatedly, and he emerged battle-hardened, ready to take on challenges no one else dared to face. The breakthrough came in dramatic fashion. Tesla began producing vehicles that captured public imagination, while SpaceX achieved orbit and revolutionized spaceflight. Elon's ventures, once dismissed as dreams, became undeniable forces in global technology. By 2012, Tesla was delivering electric cars worldwide, and SpaceX successfully docked a spacecraft with the International Space Station. His net worth soared, eventually reaching $270 billion, cementing his status as one of the most influential entrepreneurs in history. Yet success brought new challenges. Public scrutiny was relentless, technical failures still occurred, and competitors were quick to capitalize on any misstep. Elon faced immense pressure to deliver not just products, but visions of a better future for humanity. He struggled with maintaining balance between his personal life and his relentless work ethic. His determination was tested daily, and yet he continued to push boundaries, from launching reusable rockets to creating a global electric vehicle network. The emotional impact of these achievements was profound. Elon went from a bullied child in South Africa to a visionary whose companies influenced millions worldwide. The struggles of his early life, the sleepless nights coding, the repeated rejections, all of it culminated in a narrative of triumph that inspired millions. His story became not just about wealth, but about resilience, courage, and the refusal to settle for mediocrity. By now, Elon Musk's vision had expanded beyond personal success. He was shaping the future, proving that with audacity, intellect, and perseverance, even the most improbable dreams could become reality. The breakthrough was not just financial, it was cultural, technological, and deeply personal. Today, Elon Musk is not just a billionaire, he is a symbol of relentless ambition and audacious vision. He continues to innovate with SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, and beyond, shaping industries and inspiring countless entrepreneurs. His journey teaches that early struggles, poverty, bullying, rejection, do not define one's destiny. What matters is resilience, vision, and the courage to take risks others fear. Elon's legacy is multifaceted. He has transformed transportation, space exploration, and sustainable energy. He has shown that failure is a necessary part of growth and that audacious goals require sacrifices. For young dreamers, his message is clear. Embrace struggle, endure setbacks, and persist with unwavering focus. Every obstacle can be a stepping stone toward extraordinary achievement. Reflecting on his life, Elon would likely tell his younger self to never give up, to embrace failure as a teacher, and to keep dreaming bigger than anyone else dares. His story is a testament to the power of ambition, intellect, and perseverance. From a bullied child with minimal resources to a global icon worth $270 billion, Elon Musk exemplifies that determination and vision can overcome even the harshest odds. The ultimate lesson: no dream is too big, no challenge too great. If you persist, innovate, and refuse to be defined by circumstance, the world can be yours.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to ZenithDocs for more untold stories. See you in the next video, where we uncover another extraordinary journey from struggle to success.